Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sherry Horner, and today I want to talk to you about the benefits of journaling. And if you've watched some of my videos before, you've heard me mention them. Maybe you have taken one of my journaling workshops online or in person. So today I want to give you some insight on how beneficial journaling can be for all of us in any situation. So no matter your age. Again, I want to thank you for coming back to this channel and letting me share some of these things with you that I've shared with other people and help inspire and motivate you to start journaling and reap the benefits. So there's so many ways to journal. I want to give you some of the benefits first, and then I'm going to share with you a couple clips of my journaling workshop that I teach and let you get some more insights from that. And then I'll leave my contact information below, my email. If you want to contact me, if you want to take the online workshop, which is very inexpensive. It's a 1-hour Zoom workshop, and you can find out more about that if you're interested. But so let's go back to the benefits of journaling. So many people tell me, well, I don't know what to write. I don't want to know what to write. So through the workshop that I teach, I give you different ways, different prompts to get you started. And there's so many different ways. But I want to start with a quote from Oprah Winfrey. She says, keeping a journal will change your life in ways that you'd never imagine. And that's so true. So once you've seen a few clips of my workshop, or if you've taken the entire thing before, or if you want to take it in the future, you'll see there's so many different ways you can journal, and there's so many benefits from journaling. If you are my age or older, you may remember back in the day, you may have had a diary. And then, so back then it was custom or common or rumored to be that you put your secrets in there. You know, as a preteen or middle school, you write in there what boy you like, or and then as you get older, you may write some goals in there of what you want to accomplish in high school or college and so forth. But a lot of people get out of the habit of journaling. So whether you journaled before in your life and maybe you stopped, or you're continuing to journal, I want to inspire and motivate and encourage you to keep going, keep journaling. There's so many ways. So that was Oprah's quote, and it's so true. So here's some helpful hints, benefits for journaling. It's very therapeutic, and that's like, that's not challenging at all. You know, when you write things down and you get them off your mind, even if it's a to-do list, a grocery list, you write it down, you get it off your mind, you feel so much better. Mood boosting. And also when you can share things on paper, maybe it's things you can't share with someone else, or you just need to unload all these thoughts that are weighing you down. That will boost your energy. It is relaxing. So one thing I do encourage is to set your atmosphere. Get a cozy place, light a candle. I have my candle, my favorite candle, lit over here today, and just set that atmosphere. Letting go of stress. So another thing is when we have things on our mind and it keeps that loop going. So maybe it's a situation at work, maybe it's a project that's not going well. Maybe it's a home remodel that keeps bumps in the road, and it keeps, it keeps stress flowing. So anyway, writing it down, and even writing down if you have a project, a home project or a vacation planning or whatever, writing down everything on paper helps. And you've heard me say this before, crystallize your thoughts and motivate your actions. Another thing is venting. If you need to get it out and you're having some negative, stressful feelings about a situation, people, traffic, work, anything, just vent it, get it all out on paper. And then again, that will boost your mood, your energy, and help you relax when it comes time to get a good night's sleep. Storytelling and scripting. So in my workshop, I'll talk about that. how you can write things down. Daydream on paper is what I call it. So when we do that, when you're planning a vacation, you may write down, oh, we could sightsee this, we could go see that, we could explore this. And so you kind of daydream before the event comes about. Well, I encourage you to daydream in multiple other ways, and that's part of the workshop as well. And affirming, so writing things down, making positive messages to yourself, because we do a lot of negative self-talk. Everyone does it, sometimes more than others. But if you write down positive thoughts, that comes back to you. Positive thoughts about yourself and others. So, and then tracking projects. So maybe you have a fitness journal, a wellness journal, a diet journal that you're keeping track. Maybe you did before and you're not now. So I want to encourage you to start that again. That helps. And you've heard me say this many times, writing things down crystallizes your thoughts and motivates your actions. So when you are on track to accomplish something and you're writing it down, if you get thrown off track for a while, your mind, your body will tell you it's too late, you already lost, you quit, you didn't succeed. But if you go back and look how you kept track of everything, you could see your progress and what you achieved. It was a lot more time and accomplishment in there than when you fell off track. So if you can see it in black and white, it's more motivating to get back on track. But if you don't see it in black and white, your mind will tell you, oh, it's been too long. You haven't done it in a while. You dropped that ball. You didn't succeed. All that negative talk. But writing things down crystallizes your thoughts and motivates your actions. So now I'm going to show you a couple clips. I hope you'll hang in there and to the end of this video. A couple clips of my workshop. And then if you're interested in taking the online workshop, it's an hour on Zoom, and I can let you know when the next one's coming up. It's very affordable, very inexpensive. I just do it to help people get going on their journaling journey. Okay, so again, thanks for watching, and hang in there till the end of the video. Okay, thanks, ladies. Okay, so does anybody want to share the sentence that they wrote about what they're grateful for? Anybody? Okay, you don't have to. We'll be moving on to the next idea for journaling. Affirmations. So this is a scripture that I wrote on a picture I'd taken at the lake. Another way that you can journal is just writing affirmations, positive quotes, positive affirmations, scripture that you like, and listing. So that helps release a lot of frustration too, and helps you be more grateful when you just go ahead and write those over and over and over again. Writing it down. So now you can write down any four quotes or scripture or positive message that comes to your mind. Does anybody have one that you repeat in your mind quite often?
Life's a beach, then you die.
Life's a like he said, life's a beach and then you die. Okay, well
that's the one thing I used to tell you. I had that saying on my keychain and everything.
Oh, okay.
You live your life like you're on the beach, and then one day you're going to pass away. So
yeah, I'll just take the first half of that. I don't hear what.
No, it's the truth, though. You got to do it.
Oh, wow, she's got that totally memorized. Good, I won't repeat it because I know what you're saying, but you lost me there. Did you have one?
Mine is what's the worst that can happen.
There you go.
Oh, that's
at least once a day.
There you
what's
go.
The worst
What about you?
And mine is rejoice evermore from Thessalonians 5:16.
Right, say it again.
Rejoice evermore. Be joyful always.
Be joyful.
Well, like I keep telling her, we're still alive.
That's right.
Which one is that?
Faith is faith until that's all you have.
I love it. I love it. And then faith over fear. I like that one too. Okay, so that's a good way to journal is just to write those down. And then writing things down, you've heard me say this before, crystallizes your thoughts and motivates your actions. And what you focus on expands. So we know every day, you go through physical discomfort, emotional discomfort, we all do. But by focusing on the positive, you bring more of those positive feelings. Another way to journal is to brain dump. So anybody ever had a day or a week or a month where you had just overload on your mind? So much stress. There's so much stress. A way that you can journal with a brain dump is just getting it all out. So it doesn't have to be in order. It could be, you could be writing anything you're stressed about, the to-do list, the things that didn't get done last week, the things that have to get done next year, and just dump it all out. And just like when you clean out a closet and you start to organize your items, do your brain dump and then organize those items. What needs to be taken care of, what you can let go of.
I don't journal, but I'm a published poet, and that's a lot of similar way I do my poetry. I'll write down everything that's on my mind particular to that poem, and then maybe come back to it later and start organizing it into concrete sentences or concrete stanzas.
That is so great, and that's, yeah, she does it as a poet, so dumping out those little gems of ideas and then creating something with them later. And we can do that with everything. All that clutter on your mind, dump it and then organize it and come back to it later, and that will help to get that off your mind. So if you want to write down a couple things that are on your mind right now, maybe there's something you need to let go of, a little worry, you know, or something that is pressing on your mind. Okay, let's move on. This is my favorite. A lot of times people will take one journal and put it all in there, and that's good if that works for you. I suggest, and I do this for myself, is to have a separate journal for the junk, the stuff that's not so good. Get it out, get it in writing, and then later you can rip it up, keep it in there, but you don't need to go back and reread it. If you have the good, the bad, and the ugly all in one journal, when you go back to read back through, you're like, oh, things you're grateful for, and then all of a sudden you're reading about something that was stressful, hurtful, emotional, and you're reliving that again. So keeping your stuff in a separate journal that you don't want to relive, you just need to let it go, put it in a separate journal. So and I love to have like pretty journals, so I like to have a pretty one for the gratitude and the positive messages, and then one that's just plain for the ish stuff. So letting go of that helps as well. Okay. Another one is a fitness and wellness journal. You may have this when you're keeping track of your health and wellness and your medications and your treatments. And another thing is also to keep that separate. So then you have it if you need to pull it out and reread something to relay that information to your healthcare provider. You have it right there separate, and you don't have to feel like you're carting your whole journal maybe to your doctor's visit with all your personal things in there. It's just about your fitness and your wellness, and your medication and meditation. All right, so again, consistency is the mother of success, and I always encourage you to stay consistent with your routine, your wellness routine, your fitness routine, of course nutrition, and meditation. Scripting. So the art of putting a vision on paper. So has anybody ever done this before? Okay, now you are a poet. Has anybody else written stories before? I mean, you probably did in school, but you...
I actually do a brain dump, you know, for work-related reasons, you know, to get, if I have to do a presentation or something, I just put all my ideas and thoughts just randomly on a piece of paper to get started.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. That's a good brain dump. With scripting, it's really fun to write a story about what you want to happen. I know that sounds kind of hokey, but we all write stories in our mind every day. You know, have you ever told yourself this story like, oh no, now I'm going to be late? and now this is gonna happen, and it's gonna be just a total, or this event is not gonna be well, or have you ever planned something and then you have this fear and you tell yourself this story? So I've shared this story before about a woman who, her adult son went out to a bar with friends. It's after midnight, he should have been home. She's at the window, just in her mind, she's already getting dead and buried. He's had a wreck, they've been drinking, he's dead, I'm gonna have to bury him. She's telling this story in her mind as she's looking out the window because he's still not home. And then she goes, and she sees the light under his bedroom door. Opens the door, she said, when did you get home? He said, about 30 minutes ago. She was in the bathroom when he got home. So for 30 minutes, she's telling her this story to herself, that he's been in a wreck, she's gonna have to bury her only son, and so forth. So have you ever done that, told yourself a story that's devastating like that? So with scripting, I want to encourage you to tell a story as if you want something fantastic to happen. So if you ever planned a vacation, anybody ever planned a vacation? Okay, did you just plan it and not say anything about it until you went there? Or did you talk about it? Oh, we're going to Disney in 2 weeks, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to see this and see that. Do you talk about it when you're planning that vacation and you're excited about it and you want to talk about it? Try doing that on paper. So you can do this with something fun that you want to bring about, or it can be something personal and emotional. If you want to plan a family reunion and there's people not getting along, you can write the story as if they are. We're going to have a fantastic family reunion, and cousin Jane and Joe are now getting along, and it's going to be a great time, and we're going to do this and that. We're going to go on vacation. So it's just kind of positive storytelling, and you can be as dreamy as you want, or you can be as realistic as you want, and script your own story.